everybody. This is Pat Walker, Mission Winners, doing a training coaching video here for everybody. I always sit there and think, what did I need to hear years ago that would have helped me in my investing journey? Something, things that somebody could have said that could have sped up the learning curve to increasing profitability, more reliability, what to look for. I mean, really, that's the bottom line. It's, hey, what to look for, how to manage it. That kind of cuts to the chase. And so we had some questions on this, and I just have to share this with you also. Please never dismiss the market. Always look. It doesn't mean you have to buy, but always be prepared, because it'll turn at times, and if you're not ready, you'll miss it. You'll see the common themes here. One of our underlying foundations is this, and I was an IBD meetup co-leader for 12 years, firmly ingrained in the system, the tactics, and the disciplines. And the idea is this: leading groups and leading stocks and leading groups. It really does work. In a pretty crummy market, you can get some money. And I'll show you what I mean here. Here's the Dow. This is a daily chart. And it had a decent rally here, a little choppy. Continue onwards. The S&P 500, it's a lot of overhead in here, folks. I mean, look here. On the Dow, there's a lot of overhead in here. Overhead supply, a lot of overhead supply. Pretty choppy here, really. I mean, high or low, but kind of choppy. NASDAQ comp, a lot of overhead supply. Look at all this. You look at this, it's below the falling 200-day. You say, and it's below the falling 50-day. There's nothing good going on here. Might as well just quit. No, this is what we know, and it's a fact. Leading groups and leading stocks. So we stratify our searches to find them. Group rank and the leading stocks in those groups. Don't need to look at a million different charts, just the best of the best. And here's some examples, just kind of where we found some strength and how we handled it. Here's XOM. Check this out. The NASDAQ comp looks awful. The spiders, bottomed here a little bit, but looks pretty awful. And here's XOM, hitting highs for the move. You see this? This stock's right up to yearly highs on October 19th. Go back to the spiders. On October 19th, that's this date right here, right there. That ain't looking so good, folks. You see this? Lower lows, tons of overhead. And there's XOM. It was in a leading group at the time, too. A clean and simple base, and it's working for us. That's it. Nothing fancy. It works for us. Now, here's where the leading groups really come into play. The ETFs. We sort the ETFs for those that are near 52-week highs. Here's ERX. Again, just get in line with what is. It's showing strength, clean and simple base, volume breakout, and that's a good move. That's a real good move in a pretty crummy market. And again, here's ERX. Here's the NASDAQ comp. Ugh. Look at this. That's ugly. Here's the spiders. That's ugly. Dropping here. And here's ERX. Slowly grinding up. Walking up the ADMA. Clean and simple base. Leading group or leading sector. Another one, OIH. Slowly working up. Just looking for the strength. Near 52-week highs. I read this years ago. If you want to buy a stock that's going to be hitting 52-week highs, look for stocks that are near 52-week highs. There you go. This was near 52-week highs before we bought it. It was showing strength, and it worked. Same thing's true with XLE. Grinding up. And a good point is this. Never just write off the market and say, there's nothing good here. Do some homework and maybe you'll find some things. That's something we try to do at Mission Winners, is lose the bias, let the price and volume action guide us. And again, if you said to yourself, I'll only look for ETFs, we'll just pick ETFs, or stocks that are within 20% of 52-week highs, you'll find the strength. It'll show up. Continue onwards. EXTR, Extreme Networks. Look at this nice move. This is moving up. This is a NASDAQ stock, working up nicely. All right? Here's the NASDAQ, same time frame. You go, this is a piece of dung. There ain't nothing good here. I agree. But then you compare it to this, which is in a good group with great numbers. money flows there, and it works. And all these we own. First Solar, lifting off recently, leading group, and it's working. We'll see what it does. You know, just again, we just don't dismiss things. We try to be prepared. I was a scout leader for years. In fact, if you were going to get your Eagle Scout badge in West St. Louis County 20 plus years ago, the last person you saw was me, to sign off on it. So that's what we look for, high expectations and everything in life. INSW, that's demonstrated strength, and it's not an explosive move, but in a really crummy market, it's working. I mean, here's INSW, there's the Dow, there's the spiders, there's the NASDAQ comp. Look at this. This is a NASDAQ, and here's a NASDAQ stock. There you go. So the moral is this, just always have a positive mindset and be prepared. Continue onwards. Matador, it's a little bit slower, but it's in a leading group, and it's lifting up some for us. Not an explosive move, but it's working. Lock some profits in, it's working. Day charts only. Netflix lifted off of here in a crummy market, then bounced, ran up. You can see the buys right in here, okay? Sold some into strength. We're in good shape. Price alerts are set. We'll just see what it does. And that's a decent move right here. We'll say 242 up to, this thing hit over 300. We sold some into strength several times. There you go. Northrop, lifting up for us. And again, crummy market. Here's the spiders again. That doesn't look so good. Here's the NASDAQ comp. That really doesn't look so good. And here's Northrop, making a nice move on good volume. What we look for. Big moral is this, is never write it off. Never write off the markets. Be prepared. It's a business, and we run it like one. Every day, we're ready. Make a key list and we're ready. PBT, clean and simple base, volume surge through pickup, through the pivot, then a quieter day, and then an igniting day. Look at the volume. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. They voted. It's a leading group. It's got good numbers. Doing the work, not riding the market. Hey, there's nothing going on, forget it. No, we looked and we found some of these, and for that I'm thankful. STLD, clean and simple base. Look at the volume pickup on this bar. Isn't that nice? They voted. And then they voted more on this bar. Runs up, locks some profits in. That's all. We're in good shape. This thing, Scorpio Tankers, lifts off, then goes sideways, lifts off again. Okay. Energy related. If you noticed when I was going through here, there was a strong energy theme. And so that's what we look for is, again, energy is heavy in the leading groups. It forces us, it literally forces us to look at stocks that are in those leading groups. It works. It's a quantifiable method for finding strength. Leading groups and leading stocks. And again, we just don't dismiss the markets. It's a business and we run it like one. Being ready, don't dismiss the markets and see where we can find some winners. Find some strength. Focus on strength. Strength begets strength.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.